Hey guys, this is Forest Nui Cobalt, and I want to take a minute and tell you a little bit about the current astrological weather surrounding Bernie Sanders in this time of the Iowa Caucus. So let's get right to it. What you're looking at is Bernie Sanders' natal chart with transits. Transits are the green bits on the outside, and the natal chart are the black markings on the inside. We don't know his birth time, but we have a pretty good chart lined up here. That's his birthday, and we want to see how the astrology that is in play right now affects the astrology that was around at the time of Bernie's birth, and what that can tell us about how he's going to do in the Iowa Caucus. First thing we want to look at is this part right here. This is called Bernie's North Node, and the North Node in the astrological chart is kind of like a signpost leading you toward a life goal. So if you're looking at it from a spiritual standpoint or maybe a karmic standpoint, it's like your meaning in life or your purpose in life. It's what drives you. From a more secular or philosophical perspective, it might be like choosing a major in life. What is it that you're here to do, and what is most meaningful for you in terms of creating a successful life experience? If you notice, there's a similar shape on the outside in green. That means that the North Node is currently exactly where it was when it was in the sky at the time of Bernie's birth. Well, what's the significance of that? The North Node travels really slowly. It takes about 18 to 19 years to complete an entire circuit around the zodiac. And it happens to be exactly at 22 degrees. Let me show you how precise this is. 22 degrees of Virgo is where the North Node was when Bernie was born, and it's where it happens to be on the day of the Iowa Caucus. 22 Virgo. 22 Virgo. In addition, we also have transiting Jupiter. He's currently retrograde, which means that he was moving right along this point, and then he's moving back, and he's going to move across this point a third time, and that's going to happen. The final pass over 22 degrees of Virgo is going to happen in early August. But this retrograde pass is also happening at exactly 22 degrees of Virgo. Check that out. So the precision of that is kind of amazing, because not only do you have a 19-year cycle for the North Node, but you also have a 12 to 13-year cycle for Jupiter. So both of these guys landing at exactly the same degree, at exactly the same time, on such an important day of this particular candidate's life is pretty significant. I would say that that's a big nod toward the potential success of Bernie Sanders in this Iowa caucus, and going forward into the general election, getting the nomination and then the general election. A little more info on Jupiter. Jupiter is going to do a final pass, as we said, over 22 degrees of Virgo in early August, but will continue to move up the chart and make a connection with Venus in Libra in the 7th. Actually, we don't know that that's the 7th house, so we'll skip the house part. He'll make a connection to Venus in early January of 2017, which is right about the time that we're going to be getting ready for the next presidential inauguration. Jupiter is called the greater benefic. Venus is called the lesser benefic. So we're talking about big good guy and little good guy, the 2 points in the chart that are most traditionally associated with good fortune and positive things happening, especially in Jupiter's case with growth, expansion, and aspiration. So those are really good things. And I think that's about it. So yeah, it's looking really good going into the Iowa Caucus from an astrological perspective. I hope that offers some encouragement to all of you, and thanks for listening.